question when she died, it was heartbreaking. About to take a trip to Newtown just to say I'm sorry, man. This the only family I gotta play to win. These are for my children, so they ain't victim of they sin. Glory, cause I chased away that demon, try to take my kin. Can't taste that pleasures with a vengeance, he'll be back again. Niggas move by emotions, I'm a soldier, I can't comprehend. Just know when Satan put that pressure on him, he'll probably been. Jumped off in that water, he can hardly swim. Strap on me, to protect my people, I'm on God. I got a crazy bitch, love the crazy in me, call her Harley Quinn. Remember what you did for me back then, always a long friend. Text my nigga threw his life away up in a dark place. You supposed to be right here with me, you chose the wrong side. Wasn't always friends, we locked in after no, I can't go like that, my lord, no, not this time. I am the rep, ask about I been the rep. Niggas ain't never been on my lip, they must got the wrong impression. All my fears, and salute my lord, shine to my chest. Go through all this, just to drop my sword, that shit out the question. Kyle can't call 144, we got the wrong name. Keep talking, I'm deep stroking, revenge, she a grown woman. Get 2 Glocks, fully loaded, nigga, I call him dumb and dumb. What's wrong with him? He should've known better, he must be on something. Hey, it's Mr. Bring me back, they come, niggas know they in trouble. Look around, little nigga, you see my brother, we think was a mom. Red letters got me waiting on the thief, Lord, we ain't no priest, I want the world to burn, just like Arthur Flint. I'm trying to start this fire, but I'll be patient, Lord, I'll be still. My enemy took a turn for the worse. That
Chaanakah, no audio. Chaanakah, no audio. I can't hear y'all.
Do it again. They couldn't hear you.
Oh, online they couldn't hear me?
Yeah, they couldn't hear you. Now
okay,
they can hear you.
Salakia. Shalom, everybody tuning in. Salakia, we had some technical difficulties. Had to get through that, but no sweat. Here we are. This is the Feast of Chaanakah, here in Durham, North Carolina. You understand? Preaching officer 1,000, Tabawan, and officer, preaching officer 1,000, y'all not gonna be holding it down. You understand? I'm gonna be on the computer here. But we also got brother Officer Akashkar in Bahamas should be joining us shortly, and also Officer Ayaza Ab joining us online as well. All right. So whenever you're ready, bro, you got it. Salakia.
Car. All right. Out the water. Most High Christ, give it up again, man. The Feast of Dedication. Chaanakah, we about to begin here now. All the brothers, unless you're getting food, unless you're serving food, or unless you're getting food, just go ahead and man your seats. We're about to begin the class right now. I need a reader. Who's going to be the reader? Me. Who said that? Me. Brother right here. I'm gonna get you at some point during the class, all right? Obviously, Trooper Yazakar going to be the reader. All right, tonight, for those of you who do not know, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Commander General Yohana has been holding down the truth and teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians the truth of the Bible. And one of the truths of the Bible is that black people and Latino people and Native Indian people have been in sore error for centuries here in America by celebrating America's holidays. We've been in sore error by decorating a tree with gold and with candy canes and putting gifts underneath a tree. For 300 years, for 400 years, we've been celebrating America's holidays. America's Thanksgiving, America's Christmas, it's Halloween, it's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. But that has been an insult unto the Lord God according to the Bible. And for 400 years, because of Christianity, we've forgotten what God has given to us that was so sacred and so holy. We've forgotten the days and the culture and the remembrance of things that our Father gave for us, that our ancestors died for us to have. Well,
Right.
today, you brothers and you sisters are in this room. And though we are living through a time where holiday season is at hand, holiday cheer is around, Christmas carols is going, and the world wants you to think that life is about you. The world wants you to think that your pain and your suffering and your happiness is what God cares about. It's what you should care about. There's one thing that every last single one of you should know by the end of this class. There's one thing that you should know, that you should not care about yourself at all. That you should think about these days and think about these stories, and you should remember one thing, that you should forget about yourself. You should forget about your Christmas. Forget about Thanksgiving. Forget about Halloween. Forget about the New Year's Eve that's coming up, and you'll remember men that risked their life and laid their lives down for brothers and sisters like you. And this is
That's
what this
right.
day is about. You understand?
Right.
With that being said, we're going to get right into it. Who's my reader? Isupk. Right? We're going to go right into it. We're going to go into the Apocrypha. If anyone has any questions, raise your hand during the time of the class and I'll answer your question. Right? We're going to take me to the Maccabees, right? We're going to go to First Maccabees chapter 1, and we're going to start at verse 41.
Salaki,
And
bro.
we're going to break down what's going on through this time. What's going on through the Maccabees? Why is this day a holy day? And we're going to break it all down, man. If you got any questions, like I said, raise your hand. I got some
Salaki, can you hear me?
also. Come on.
Yeah, I was saying, when you put the mic on the mic stand, it sounds more pristine. It sounds a little distorted when you got it in your hands. Salaki.
How do I sound now?
With the mic on the mic stand?
It's on there now.
Yeah, it sounds too pristine.
We're
Yeah.
losing the battery already. At the water for that.
I understand.
All right. Whatever you ready, Isupk, let's go.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus
Come on.
wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
That all should be one people. Now, I'm going to give you a little backdrop of what's happening here so that you can see it for yourself. During this time, right, this is centuries after King David slayed Goliath. This is centuries after King Solomon. And Israel was being run by kings. At first, we were run by priests and prophets. And then we were run by kings. And now we're being run by Donald Trump. That's what's happening here. Centuries after King Solomon, you have men that were Israelites living in the land of Judea. And while we were living in the land of Judea, we were going through a Hellenistic period. Anybody in here know what Hellenized mean? Anybody know? Yanazar? Somebody give him a mic. How many mics we got? One or two?
Salakia.
We got two mics. Come on.
Yeah, Hellenized meant or means that you're living Greek culture other than your own culture. As an Israelite, you're living as a Greek. So you speak the Greek language. You use the Greek alphabet. There are customs that were forced upon you.
Right. And so today, in this day, right, during the time of the Maccabees, we were living under that same Greek culture. When the Greeks had the Colosseums and the fraternities and all of the Greek religions and sacrifices that they were doing, we were being forced to follow after the same sacrifices because the Greeks wanted to do what? They wanted all religion to be the same. They wanted all people to be alike. Now, what people or what place on earth is exactly like the Greeks during this time today? What people and why? Does anybody know?
Salaki.
Let's see if you get it. Come on.
Yeah, America.
America is the exact same way today because America wants to be a melting pot. America wants for the Chinese to come over here. They want for the Afghanis to come here. They want the Negroes, the Mexicans, and Caucasians to be in one place and everybody be under one ordinance, American ordinance. The Christian laws and the Christian religion and God laws that runs America. Well, back then, 2,000 years ago, during the time of the Maccabees,
The Greeks were no different. Read it again.
It's the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
That all should be one people. You understand? Now, if you understand the Bible, you know that the Lord never wanted this. In the book of Genesis, you had people that tried to build the Tower of Babel, right? And the Lord did what? He confounded their language and separated them into their own lands, because the Lord never wanted you to intermingle with heathen nations. The Lord does not want the Africans to love the Chinese. He does not want the Caucasians to love the Hawaiians. And he damn sure does not want Negroes to love our oppressor. Come on.
Verse 42.
Hold on. No,
Salaki, if I may, Baba Kasha, the scripture you're talking about is in Genesis chapter 5 and 11.
God.
Tower of Babel.
Come. We're going to go to it in a second if we got time. The water for that. Salaki. Come on.
Verse 42. And every one shall leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment.
So now, while we were living in the time of the Maccabees, we were living in Judea, right? And Jerusalem at the time was being occupied by the Greeks, meaning even though we were in our land, the same way we're in our land today in America. In America, where do black people live? Who could tell me? Give him a hand. I ain't had to wait for it. Negroes live with other Negroes. You live in the ghettos of Cornwallis, in the ghettos of Bragtown, in the ghettos of whatever state or country that you're in. That's where black people live. But even though we live amongst each other, even though we try to retain our culture, back in the 60s and back in the 70s, and even before then, you had black people who thought that we came from Africa. You had black people who believed in some idiot named Marcus Garvey, who believed that if we trusted Marcus Garvey, we could go back to our historical roots and be African Matumbo Hututi. And even though we believed in what Marcus Garvey believed in, where did black people still live at? We still lived under American rulership. We still had to stand for the national anthem. We still had to pay American taxes and be under their Christian religion in order to survive here in America. That's why the Christian church thrives so well. You want to know why Christianity thrives so well? It's not because the Christian church has the truth. How many of you believe that the Christian church makes billions of dollars every year because they teach the truth? Does anybody in here believe it? Don't be afraid. You say you do? Who said that? She said, no, I don't. Let me tell you something. The Christian church makes tens of billions of dollars every year because the Christian church is for American oppression. That's the only reason. America gets stronger, and so does the church. So does the church get stronger during America's rise. But why is it that if the church is getting stronger, the people in the church get weaker? And the people in the church is who that I'm referring to? It's you. It's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because you're the ones that have to be on the bottom for America to grow, for America to be civilized, for America to be a superpower. Black and Hispanic and Native Indian people have to be on the bottom so that America can have a footstool to stand on. The problem is that we've been taught by our leaders that it was okay to forget about our culture and to pick up the culture of the Greeks. And we was being taught the same thing back in the Maccabees. Keep reading.
Verse 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
So now, even then, you had what? You had many Israelites, many black people who would consent unto the laws of the king, meaning they would get rid of what Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob laid down for us. They'll get rid of the essence of our culture, what makes us holy unto the Lord. They'll let go of that, and they'll pick up the Greek way, the Syrophoenician way. They'll pick up the ways of the man that has had us in captivity and has oppressed us for years. Why? Because if we decided to fight against our oppressor, what would our oppressor do? What would he do? Come on. What else? Take your job. What else?
Like it, sir.
Unalive us.
He would unalive us. And that instilled fear in black people. That is how you control a people. Black women all day, every day, they ask, what is wrong with black men? They ask, what is wrong with our children? Why is our neighborhoods infested with drugs and illegal guns and crimes and brothers unaliving each other? The reason why our black communities are destroyed is because they're scared to death. They're scared to death to tell the white man to his face that he is the devil and we will not celebrate his Christmas. They're scared to death to tell him to hell with your Thanksgiving, to hell with your New Year's and your holidays and your Christian religion. They're scared to death, and we were scared to death 2,000 years ago.
Damn right.
In Judea. And because we were scared to death, you had men like T.D. Jakes. You had men like Martin Luther King. You had men like Eddie Long and Al Sharpton who would who would get rid of their integrity for safety, who would lose their integrity so that they can have what they think is peace on earth. Keep reading. Come on.
And sacrificed unto idols. And profaned the Sabbath.
And profaned the Sabbath. You understand? We turned the Sabbath that was a holy thing into something that was dirty. Now, we work for our oppressor. We don't fight for what was ours and fight for what was holy that the Lord had given to us. It was easier to forget about it and easier to forget. Salakia, it was easier to forget about it and easy to think about yourself. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 44, for the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judea.
Salakia, read one more time.
Verse 44, for the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judea.
So now, King Antiochus, who was king of the Greeks at the time, he sent letters to Judea. Remember, Judea, we living in Judea, in the outskirts of Judea, and we are trying to keep hold of our customs. We're trying to retain what our forefathers and our ancestors had given to us, even though we are occupied by the Greeks, which were a heathen nation. You understand? And now letters start to come out from King Antiochus. Keep reading.
That they should follow the strange laws.
The what?
The strange laws.
That we should follow the strange laws. What's the strange laws that King Antiochus wanted us to follow? Me. Come on, what's up? Who said that? What's the strange law? Give me one. Go to the bathroom. Hey, give him a hand. Go to the bathroom. Come around.
And Salaki, if I may.
Come on, Aya.
Yeah, also, what you're saying is so heavy in that, during those times, we couldn't even call ourselves, Jews. And I got a precept in 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 6, if I may, Babu.
Yeah, come on. You know we was about to go there, but come on, let's get it. Let's get it now, y'all. Come on.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 2, Salakia. 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 6. Neither is it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or accept feasts or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Right. So meaning what? Meaning during this time, it was unlawful. It was illegal to profess yourself to be a Jew. Meaning,
right.
You brothers, right, there is a certain, we too out the water. There's a certain fear, right, that goes through brothers. Brothers coming to the truth, right? And when they first see the truth, they love the truth. They love the school. They love everything about the school. They see the Hebrew Academy. They fall in love with the Hebrew Academy. And then the brotherhood comes, and then they love the brotherhood. But then it becomes a particular point in your career in the truth, and as you're coming into the truth, where you wear that shield of David to work. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? How many of you know that feeling that you have when you first put that shield of David on and you decide to go to school or you decide to go to work? You're in high school. You're in high school and you put that shield of David on that you got in the class. I remember back in the day. I'm about to take us back, Double One. Pause. I remember back in the day before the Durham school was what it is. Everybody give Officer Rock a hand, man. Officer 5,000 Rock is in the building. Before the Durham school was as glorious as what you see it today, it used to be a pile of nothing. It wasn't even a pile of bricks that we had. It was a pile of ideas that we wanted. Y'all don't even know. Our brothers used to be outside in the parking lot while this building was something else. I don't know. Maybe it was a strip club or something. We don't know what the hell it was. It was something else. And we had dreams and ideas that one day this building would be a school. Well, before then, you understand, we used to pass out these shields of David chains. You remember those, Iraq? You remember the shield of David chains we used to pass out? Where's Mahayar's not in here? The why you gotta get Mahayar in here, man. I need my brother here. He shares these stories with me, right? But brothers would start to come into the truth, and they would put on all black boots, black pants, black headbands, and scarf. And when they would come in, we were so happy that brothers was listening to the truth. We were so happy that brothers would come to class in black boots that we say, you know what? To hell with it. They're going to get a shield of David chain. And we used to put the shields of David around their neck, and we used to just hope that they would just keep coming to class. We probably lost about 20 chains. What do you think, Iraq? I remember seeing when we did a food drive like 6 years ago, and I seen one of those chains. One of those brothers was out there. I think he was in the homeless shelter. I understand why he probably was, because he didn't stick with the truth. Come on.
Yeah, I think we lost more than 50. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't about 50 chains. I don't know. It was about 20 to 30 chains that we lost. Hell, I lost mine too. I went and got another one. But the point is that when you get that shield of David, right, or you get the spirit of the Lord and you start rocking the UPK clothing or the garments or the shield, and you go to your job, and when you go to your job, you have that feeling of, this is uncomfortable now. Now I feel like I'm different. I'm a sister and I work in a restaurant, or I'm a sister and I work at the bank, and I feel different because I'm a Hebrew Israelite, because I don't celebrate Christmas. When you know you're going to go to Family Dollar and the people at Family Dollar is going to say happy holidays, and now you feel bad when you feel like I don't know what I should say. So then you do what? If you're weak, you'll say what? You'll say, well, Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I'll give you a better one. You at the basketball game. You at the basketball game, and the national anthem starts to play. And they get on the intercom and they say, may everybody rise for the national anthem. And thousands of people start to stand up to give allegiance to America, to show its patriotism to America. And then there's you. That feeling that you have is the same feeling that we had 2,000 years ago. That's right. And some of us decided to fight against that feeling. Right. Some of us would have never stood for the national anthem. Right. Some of us would never say Merry Christmas. I don't give a damn if you're my mother, my wife, or my son. I'll never say Merry Christmas to you because of brothers in which we're about to read about. Because we remember, because we remember our culture. We remember our history and what we did to keep and obtain our history. If you can't remember that, then remember Commander General Yohana. Commander General Yohana is the head of the Israelite School of UPK. And I'm going to bring him up all night. I had a dream about Commander General Yohana a few nights ago. And I'm going to bring him up all throughout this class because he deserves to never be forgotten.
That's right.
Verse 45. Mm-hmm. And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple.
Come on.
That they should profane the Sabbaths.
So that they what?
Should profane the Sabbath.
Come on, keep going.
And festive days. Verse 46. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
And they polluted the sanctuary and holy people. How did they pollute us? They polluted us by telling us that God loved everybody. They polluted you by telling you you had a right in a vote, that voting was what was going to free your people. They polluted you by telling you that the only way to survive in this place was for you to be an athlete, for you to sell drugs, to be a Crip or a Blood. That is how they polluted your mind. They made you believe that you had to use drugs and smoke weed so that you could forget about your oppression, so that you could be cool, right? So that you could be successful in America, you had to be like Diddy. That's what they told you. The whole world is demonizing Diddy. Who the hell are you fooling? You're going to demonize Diddy. Now, who knows why the world demonizes Diddy? I'll tell you, because there's money in it. It's money in it. America is saying that weed is legal, right? Who knows why America says that weed is legal after centuries of telling us weed was an illegal drug? Why? Because there's money in it. Diddy is getting ridiculed because there's money in it. Don't let these devils fool you. They knew that Diddy was a monster before the end of the 90s. They knew Diddy was insane and needed to be in a mental asylum before the end of the 90s. But that's America right. will never cease to leave an opportunity open to destroy you, right. to make money off of you. Right. Our job is to forget about these things, man.
Sluck, if I could.
Come on.
What you bringing out is so heavy because, again, we use that word all the time, bro, the disingenuousness. It's disingenuous to act like, people on the internet right now acting like P. Diddy is the worst individual they ever heard of in their life. Mm-hmm. They watch the documentary, they sitting at home like, oh my God, I had no idea. Mm-hmm. He's so terrible. It's so horrible what he did. But they just sat down at a fat Thanksgiving dinner with the uncle that molested the whole family.
That's right.
But the uncle don't got no money. That's why don't nobody want to expose him. You'll keep the secret in the family for 30, 40 years. Everybody in the family know he molested all the kids. That's why they say, don't leave them kids in that room with Uncle Johnny.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't say nothing, won't expose them or nothing like that to keep those traditions and those Christian values. But because Diddy got money, you know what I'm saying, now they're going to go after him and so on and so forth. But Diddy's just as nasty as a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Not defending him, but it's like my brother's saying, when America does these things, you got to look at the undercurrent, the reason underneath why they do these things. They're not just doing it because they got such moral values. Since when has America been a moral milestone or a moral place at all? It's never been that. Mm-hmm. So if you see what they do and it got something to do with money or something like that, some kind of sin involved. Salaki.
That's right. You understand?
Salaki, if I may.
Come on.
I don't want to interrupt because what you are saying is so heavy. Like in a realistic situation, if our people understand what Commanding General Yohana has held down, you know what I mean, from the 7 heads up until now in 2025, what we teaching is we not supposed to be part of this society, just like Christ said. You know what I mean? I love how we say it, I'm paraphrasing. I love my people, and I don't love the world. Or however, in John 3 and 14, you know what I mean? Like, we have to understand that we are all we got. And if I may, can I pull a precept, Baba Kasha?
Come on.
God, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. And this is what our people need to understand. Our people need to understand that in America, this is not where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be in our homeland, but because of our disobedience to the Most High, we end up over here. Now, these heathens and these crazy people, you know what I mean, putting their laws and doing all what they're doing, we have to subscribe to the evil that they're doing and the folly. You know what I mean? This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart. For this is not your rest, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. You know what I mean? Right. This is what happened to Diddy. This is what happened to a lot of our brothers, Shaquanda, On the Block, Ray J, all of our brothers who decide to go deal with, you know what I mean, what the oppressor put in our face, and we try to subscribe to their society and not keeping. Well, I don't want to say not keeping, because the Christian church is what we normally go to until 1969 when the 7 head established, you know what I mean, One West under Commanding General Yohana. You know what I mean? We have subscribed to what they wanted. You know what I mean? Salakia, I yield, Salakia.
No, you absolutely right. And that scripture is a very heavy heavy precept. The water, if you could, this.
I am about my Lord.
1 second. Hold on 1 second with that. But that's a heavy precept. You understand? Because this place, like the officer said, this place is not our rest. This place is the land of our captivity, and that is something very hard for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians to understand. You know why?
Right.
Who knows why Black people don't understand why this is not why this place isn't your oppression? This will fix the whole problem for Black people so they can start understanding. Who knows? Who knows? Come on. A false idea of freedom? Nah, it's something a little bit more simpler than that. It's a little bit more simpler than that. Who knows why Black people do not understand that this is not the place of their freedom? Christianity, it's a little bit, that's a good answer, but it's a little bit more simpler than that. How do you know that this is not the place where Black people should live, where we should thrive and flourish? Who knows? Come on.
Sir. Because we're hated in this place.
No. Nope. Yazikar, what you got?
Salakia, sir, because we was enslaved here.
That's not why. Black people come from the descendants of slaves, and they believe that we have a chance. They believe we have a chance here. Why is it that they believe we have a chance? I'm gonna have to free your mind for a second.
Salakia,
Anybody else want to take a shot? Come on.
Yeah, because we've been brainwashed.
You've been brainwashed, but it's something even more simple. It's something more carnal. That's probably the word I need to use. This is very carnal for Black people to understand. Anybody else before I give it to you? Who said that? We're the strongest people? He said we're the strongest people. You on it, huh?
I'm the strongest.
Most High in Christ, you're the strongest people. You damn right about that. You are the strongest people. But there's a reason why Black people believe we have a chance here. The reason is because you're alive. That's why. That's the reason. The reason you believe that there's hope in America is because you're the one whose knee was not on your neck. Right. You're the one who didn't die from starvation. Right. You're the one who didn't get 12 bullets put inside of their back by some cop because you ran away in Raleigh, North Carolina because of child support. You're not him. That brother who got 12 bullets in his back, he'll tell you that this is not the place for our rest. This is not the place for Black people to raise children. He'll tell you because he's not breathing, but you, us, we're here. We have so much hope. We have so much compassion, so much love for life. When America came, Christopher Columbus, he came across over here, man, and they started slaughtering the Native Indians. And who was it? What was his name? Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson. He said that the Native Indians were the most peaceful people that he has ever come across because we have a respect for life. It was Columbus? Damn right. Salagi, good night. But Columbus said that this is the most peaceful people that he has ever come across with, ever come encounter with, because we have a respect for life. We understand livelihood. We know right from wrong, which is why we have so much humanity, which is why it was such a lie to say that the Native Indians were savages when they were not savages. The only savages on the earth, they run the White House. Those are the savages that are on the earth. They run Capitol Hill. They run the left in the white ring. Those are the savages that are on the earth. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are not savages, which is why you believe that there's hope. Y'all bought into Barack Obama's slogan back in 2012, 16? What year did Obama run for the first time? 08? 2008. Every Black person voted for Obama because of one word: hope. Because you have hope. Hope that your oppressor will change. Hope that your oppressor will one day see you as a human being. Maybe see you as an equal. Maybe see you as something less than a slave. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you what Commander General Yohana has hope in. He has hope that maybe one day you'll stop being so simple and you'll see your oppressor as the slave. Maybe you'll see him as the one who needs hope. Maybe you'll see him as the one that needs education.
Maybe you'll see him as the one that needs you instead of always needing him. Instead of needing his government, needing his army, his navy, his air force to protect you. When will they need us to protect them? That's what Commander General Yohana wants. Or maybe what? Or maybe we'll just forever just bow our neck to him. For someone to put their knee on our neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Or maybe to throw us around in the back of a police van like they did to Sandra Bland. How long are we going to hope? How long? How many of your children have to be unalived? How many of you have to lose your son, lose your daughter, lose your mother, lose your father for you to continue to hope that maybe America will one day love you? How long? Or maybe one day you'll make America, one day you'll make America need your love. That's what Commander General Yohana wants. That's what I want. That's what Tabawan wants. I want America on its knees. I want America to pledge allegiance to me and my song and my flag and my shield. That's what I want. Now, what do you want? Who got something? Come on. Nobody? Read.
Verse 47. Set up altars and groves.
Drop down. Give me to verse 49.
Verse 49. To the end that they might forget the law.
So that we will forget our laws. The things that make us special. The things that fix black people is the laws that we have. You understand? To not unalive each other. To be in one body, one baptism, one school, which is One West, the Israelite school of UPK under Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
These were the laws that we had that made us special. That sex was marriage. That using drugs was a sin. You understand? These were the things that made us different from the Japanese. We so proud. I remember coming up in high school and everybody would talk about a goddamn Asian. Y'all remember that? Everybody would say that the Asians were so smart. That the Asians were so this. Look at this brother right here. I wish we could put the camera on this brother. This brother right here, they would tell the world that this brother was nothing more than a super predator, a child predator because of the color of his skin, because of how he looked. But then will turn around and tell me that some bat-eating, rat-eating, pangolin-boying, rat-stuffing Asian was smarter than this brother. Ain't no Asian ever gonna be smarter than this brother. This brother don't eat pangolin. He don't eat bats. He don't eat rats. You understand? Because our people come from a nation of people that understood God's laws, that understood that we can't be nasty and disgusting like our oppressor is nasty and disgusting. We had to be righteous. We had to love one another. We had to take care of our sisters, and sisters had to take care of our brothers, and we had to eat certain foods and not eat certain foods. Why? So we don't create COVID-19, you stinking Chinese man, you Moabite. Y'all know how COVID-19 was created? Who in here know that's not an adult? What child in here knows how COVID-19 was created? Come on. Who got the microphone? Hand him the microphone.
I want the microphone.
Someone ate a bat.
Huh?
Someone ate a bat.
Hold on. Say it one more time.
Someone ate a bat.
Let me tell you something. Let me add this. Say the Chinese man. Say it one more time.
The Chinese people ate a bat.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Now, this brother ain't no more than 14, 15 years old, and he has enough wisdom to know. He said, what? He 12 years old and has enough wisdom to know that you should not put a bat in your mouth, you idiot. You understand? You shouldn't put a bat in your mouth and eat it. You shouldn't put a pangolin in your mouth and eat it. But the Chinese, man, they didn't understand that. But America, and just like the time of the Greeks and the Maccabees, they wanted us to forget that we were wiser than the world. They wanted us to forget that our women were better than they women. That the brothers that we had were stronger than the men that they had. That the laws that we had were better than their laws. Why? Because they had big coliseums. They had humongous statues. They had idols and they had money. And they used money to convince us that what they had was better than what we had. Nigga, money don't save you from COVID. Money don't save you from AIDS. Money don't save you from syphilis. It doesn't save you, but God will. And that's what we had, and that is priceless. Read.
So like I said,
Come on.
if I may, man, listen, what you're touching on is so heavy. And when you spoke about the laws, you know what I mean? Going back ages and coming back to now, I have one precept. I like to pull precept because I don't like to speak my words. I like to speak what the scripture says. If I may, Baba Kishab. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do all that according to the what Salakia, to do all that is written therein, Salakia. For thou shalt make prosperous, and thou shalt have good success. And what the scripture is saying is exactly what you're saying. Because we don't subscribe to what, you know what I'm saying, so-called the Caucasians do, the Chinese and all these other nations, they see that we have a certain level of power and authority given to us by the Most High. So now, what do? They put policies in place. They do a whole bunch of other stuff to try to subject us to their ways of living, and that's how we get caught up in all the stuff that we deal with. So like I yield.
Nah, you absolutely correct, man. And this is what black people gotta understand. Like, there is no way for your people to be free unless you come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of God. There is absolutely no way. There is no way. Every problem in your life, every issue that you've had in your life is because you are not following the Lord and the Israelite school of UPK. That's it. If you don't agree, then bring it here. This is a class. This ain't the Sabbath service. I got time. If you don't agree, then bring it here. If you feel like that there's a way of life outside of the Israelite school of UPK, if there's a way of life in your Christian church, or maybe in your Muslim mosque, or maybe in your fake Israelite group, maybe there's life in there. Maybe you should go follow after some Rod stuff in Sakari. Maybe you should do that.
Damn.
Good night.
We're going to get into that in the story. Remember, Sakari is in the Maccabees. Sakari is there. Genesis, IUIC, they all in the story of the Maccabees. And the ISUPK is there as well. But I hear fake Israelites all say all the time, show me ISUPK in the Bible. I'll show you. I'll show you tonight without a shadow of a doubt that the Israelite school of UPK is absolutely in the Bible, in the scripts, in the holy text. I'll prove it to you tonight. And if you don't agree, then bring it to the table. Raise your hand. No one? No sweat. Come on, read. Drop down to verse 59.
Verse 59.
Let me tell y'all something about this brother right here. This brother right here will step to any goddamn thing.
Yes, right.
This brother right here is One West. He is so One West, he'll step up to One West. Jesus Christ will say, I am black. Prove me wrong. He'll say, fuck it, I'll do it. Give this young man a hand right here, man.
Damn right.
I know. Come on, verse 59.
Verse 59. Now the 25th day of the month that they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of God.
So now, even though we getting ordered to not sacrifice unto our Lord, to not uphold our commandments and to uphold our culture, we trying to do it anyway. Just like you brothers, remember throughout this day, throughout this class, remember what I said in the beginning. Forget yourself. Forget you. And remember our culture. Remember these stories, because what we're about to read is you today. We're literally reading a story about each and every single one of you today. We're reading about you yourself 2,000 years ago. 2 centuries before Christ came on the line. That's what we're reading about. Read it again.
Verse 59. Now the 25th day of the month that they did sacrifice upon the idol altar.
Come on.
Which was upon the altar of God. Verse 60. At which time according to the commandment that they put to death certain women. That
Hold on. Now I need the sisters to pay very close attention. I need the sisters to understand this. This for the sisters right here. Y'all in the school. Some of you in the school because you understand you had sex with a man that was in the school. I understand. But then at some point you realized this was the truth. And now you're here. Now you're here at the Feast of Dedication. Give yourselves a hand for the food, all the food the sisters made. I'm sure it's absolutely marvelous. I ain't had none yet, but I expect to get some. But this scripture is for you. Read it one more time.
Verse 60. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women.
No, certain men.
Certain women.
No, certain soldiers.
Certain women.
No, certain priest.
Certain women.
No, the heads of Israel.
Certain women.
No, the strong men.
Certain women.
This is history. The Greeks that you so-called know and love today. You join these Greek fraternities. You love the Greeks. During this time, the Greeks had put to death certain women. Who were these women? These women were Israelite sisters. They were mothers and grandmothers and aunts and aunties, as we like to put it. And the Greeks put to death certain women, keep going,
that had caused their children to be circumcised.
They did what?
That had caused their children to be circumcised.
I want y'all to let that marinate for 1 second.
Right.
Now we don't got to get too explicit in here. We don't have to get too explicit in here, but there's enough adult grown women up in here to understand what's happening now. These Greeks, they put to death certain women that circumcised their own sons. Now, how many of you, by a show of hands in here, got sons that were circumcised? How many? I want to know. Raise your hand if you got a son that was circumcised. Give them a hand that got sons that were circumcised. This sister here. Who else? This sister here. You don't got no son that was circumcised. The sister up there. The sister right here. Who else? Who else got sons that were circumcised? Raise your hands high. I want you to understand. So I want you to feel something. Keep your hand raised. Come on. Put them up. Yeah, the sisters. Whose sisters in here got sons that were circumcised?
So like
The majority of the sisters in here got sons that were circumcised. Now read it one more time. One more time.
Verse 61. Verse 60. At which time, according to the commandment that they put to death.
That they did what?
That they put to death.
No, they put in prison.
That they put to death.
No, they took their job away.
They put to death.
They took EBT away.
They put to death.
Come on.
Certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised.
Every sister in here that had their hand raised, you'd have been put to death. You wouldn't be here to see your sons grow. You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here to be a mother to your families, to be a wife to your husbands, to be an auntie to your nieces and your nephews. You would not have been here because you decided to have enough strength to uphold the commandments of God and to circumcise your son on the 8th day. That's what would have happened to you during the time of the Maccabees. That's what you would have had to have lived through. So now, remember, forget about yourself and remember your mothers. Remember your sisters and what they had to go through. Now, what will you make your son do? What will you circumcise your son with? You gonna let your son celebrate Christmas? You gonna let your son eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster? You gonna let your son be a gangbanger? You gonna let him get the tattoos? You gonna let him shave his head? You gonna let your son do whatever he wants, while that is in complete objection to what your bloodline resembles. The bloodline of your ancestors is to die simply before the foreskin of the rod of your son could be cut. Why? Because God said so. That's the spirit of black women. That's the spirit of strong black women. And that's what black women have to be today. You understand? Keep reading. Oh, somebody has something? Come on. Come on. Somebody has something, or we good?
Salaki, sir, if I may.
Come on.
Yeah, I was just saying my mother would be put to death because I was circumcised myself.
Yeah, my mother would have been gone too. I would have never knew my mother.
Right.
My mother would have just been gone. She would have just been dead, and I would have just had my father. Probably not. I wouldn't have even had my father, considering how the story is going to continue. My father would have been gone. I'd probably been raised by some white person inside of some Grecian home or something like that. Learn to be a Christian boy. Learn to be an alpha or an omega or a sigma or something like that. Be a good college boy who wears quarter zips. That's probably what I would have become. However, the Lord has gave mercy unto the children of Israel. The Lord has given us a chance that our mothers could live, and that you don't have to die so that your sons could be circumcised. You don't have to die so that your children cannot be Christians. You have an opportunity by the power of our God to make your sons to be the sons of God. And now, if you raise, here's the beauty of it all. You raise your sons to be the rebellious ones against our oppressor, and one day your sons will grow up and they'll protect you. That's the thing.
Right.
How many mothers out here, how many of y'all seen that video of that sister in Detroit getting trampled over while her son was right there? How many of y'all seen that video that went viral? Went viral while she got jumped by like 20, 30 kids because she had no protection. You want to know why we don't have protection in the black household? Because we'd rather leave our sons uncircumcised. We'd rather teach our sons to be Christians. We'd rather teach our sons to celebrate Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving instead of telling our sons to be soldiers under the Lord. That sister would have had a son in the Israelite school. If she would have been in the Israelite school of UPK, there is not one single soul on this earth that would have ever touched her. You don't believe me? Where the sisters at in the school that get trampled over or get jumped? Where the sisters in the school that happens to? I got my sister right here, Sister Thawa. I've known this sister for I don't know how long. I don't know how long. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you to touch Thawa. I dare you to let Thawa be walking home because her car is broke down. I dare you to let my sister right here be walking home because her car is broke down. Sister Matana, Sister T, the sister that just got her name. What's her name? Thalia? What's her name? Thalia. The sister just got her name. Give her a hand. Just got her name in the truth.
Damn right.
Oh, I dare you. Oh, I double dare you. I almost wish it would happen. If I wasn't so righteous, I would damn near be carnal and pray for it to happen so I could get the call, so I could go do what I was bred to do. The problem is you'll never do it. You'll never do it because this school breeds soldiers. This school breeds warriors. The sons in this school are absolutely circumcised. We don't stand for the national anthem of America. We don't say Merry Christmas. We don't give gifts underneath no tree. We don't sit at the table and carve open a Thanksgiving turkey. We don't do that. What we do is defend our sisters, though. Come on, y'all.
Salaki, I was just saying, I just want to piggyback on what you were saying. Like, yeah, touch one of my brothers or my sisters, I'm on my way. That's it. Salaki, I yield.
Come, no sweat. Most High in Christ. Let's go. Read.
Verse 61. Mm-hmm. And they hanged the infants about their necks.
And they did what?
And they hanged the infants about their necks.
Remember, y'all raised your hands because you had sons that was uncircumcised. I want y'all to feel something. I want y'all to envision. Don't envision it literally. Because it's too hard. I understand. Pause. But imagine your infant baby, your infant child being strung up and hung by its neck. Imagine the cries that would go out from your child. That child that you could fit in one hand. That baby that you could hold just like this. And some oppressor decides to come and take your child and string it up and hang it by his neck. Imagine that pain. Imagine that feeling you would have. A lot of sisters in here is pregnant. It's a beautiful thing. Right. But imagine your oppressor taking your baby and hanging your baby by the neck and taking your baby's life. That's the feeling that you should share right now. When you leave this class right now, when you leave this school, you should never, ever in your life celebrate Christmas. You should never in your life celebrate New Year's Eve. You should never in your life celebrate anything that this man has celebrated when he hung our babies from our necks. You think this is a joke? The world worships the Bible. The world keeps the Bible. You go to court, the Bible is in the courthouse. We reading from what, Yazakar?
The book of Maccabees.
The book of Maccabees. This is in the Bible. And this is what they did to your brothers and to your sisters and to your babies. This is the thing that your Christian pastor will never teach you. This is the thing, come on, that T.D. Jakes and Eddie Long will never teach you. Come on.
And
I ain't trying to interrupt what you got going on, because what you're bringing out is so epic, right? Because a lot of our sisters got to understand what you just said. You know what I mean? Because it is written. Whatever written aforetime is for learning our understanding. You know what I mean? I got a precept right here, the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 18.
Come on up.
They hunt our steps, that we cannot go in our streets or in this land. Our days are fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like it is eminent that we come to the sanctuary that the Most High set up since 1969, which is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge for Blacks, Latinos, and First Nation people. Because this is where we're going to actually find our rest. You know what I mean? Our brothers and sisters dying out in the streets with ICE agents in cages. You know what I mean? Like I've seen it. I live in High Point, North Carolina, and I've seen it with my eyes at a Food Lion, bro. And I had to call Captain Anka to tell him, Salaka, sir, when I see this shit going on, what do I do as a brother? You know what I mean? They're gonna take your kids. They're gonna take our kids, sisters, and we have to pay attention to what the Most High is telling us to do. This is not a game no more. It's real.
Come on.
Salaka, I yield. Salaka.
Not the water for that. And this is what black people have to be. You understanding, man. Like these classes that Commander Junior Hunter is not just here for you to get a good word. This is for you to teach your children their history. History Month don't start at Martin Luther King. Who taught us that?
Right.
History Month don't start there, and it don't end there. History Month predates Martin Luther King by centuries, by thousands of years. We've been on this earth, and we have to figure out how are we going to take back our history. The way we're going to do it is by being in the Israelite School of UPK. There is no other way.
Right, bro.
There is no other way. And we got to get to it. Read what you got. Come on.
And refled their houses.
Tell them where they at.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 61. And they hanged their infants about their necks. And refled their homes, their houses, and slew them that had circumcised them.
Now, they started to unalive all the children and all the women that circumcised that circumcised the children. Why? Because in order to destroy the black man, what did the Greeks know that America knows today? Anybody know?
So I can say if I may?
Hold on. No, I know you know. Hawan, I know you know. Come on. Dawa. Is that mic on?
Yeah, but
Tap it, Salaki. All right, come on with it.
it's just me. But I was gonna say take them out of the household.
Take them out of the household, yes. There's another answer I want. Who knows? When it pertains to black women, how do you destroy the black man? Anybody? For time's sake? Anybody else want to take a shot? Hold on. Any sister in here? Where the sisters at? Sisters, come on. If you and for time's sake, like if you want to destroy the black man as it pertains to sisters, how do you do it? You own it. Come on. And you own it. Anybody else? Anybody else? This is something that might fix, it might help to fix black and brown relationships as a whole. Come on, sis, give her the mic. Hold on. Come on.
Turn her against him.
Give her a hand. That's it. You turn her against him. How do you do it? You take a strong black man who was ready to send his sons to war, who ready to send his sons, to raise his sons as soldiers and send them to war, and you put fear into the black woman. You put fear into her. You go and read up on the Willie Lynch letters, and the Willie Lynch letters would tell you how they would take a dependent black woman, and they would take a dependent black woman, and they would make her watch as they took an independent black Negro slave, and they would buck break him and torture him, and then saddle two horses tied to him, or him tied to the horses, and beat the horses until that black man was strung, pulled apart into pieces. And what did that do psychologically to the black woman that was dependent on her man, a strong black man? That made her be psychologically independent for black men. It made her feel like black women have to be strong now. Black women have to step up to the forefront. Black women have to be the head of the household. Why? Because if black men are strong, you're going to be buck broke. You're going to be hung from trees. You're going to be destroyed. And what did that do to the raising of the children? It made black women raise their sons to be weak. It made black women raise their sons to say, you better say yes, massa. Say yes, bow your head, massa. Bow your head. And it made her raise her daughters to be strong. Because now the women had to protect the men. Now the women had to protect the men, and the men had to be protected by the women. Now ask yourself, what's wrong with the black community today as it pertains to relationships? Black men are still afraid to be men. Black men are still afraid to be soldiers in front of their oppressor. And black women are afraid for their husbands to be men. Black women, we have a lot of arguments and a lot of things that go on in the black household. Trust me, I know. Because black women, we don't understand why a man would raise his voice to us and why we should listen. Because the dynamic of our relationships changed. It changed at some point throughout slavery, throughout oppression. And we're damn near afraid to allow a man to be a man. I tell you this, I almost want to ask this question. I almost want to ask it just to prove my point. I almost want to ask the sisters to raise their hand if they're afraid of their man being at the head of the household because they feel like they're not inadequate to do it. I almost want to ask the question. Y'all is on the back laughing. I almost want to ask if sisters ever had the thought in their mind, I want my man to be the leader of the household, but I just feel like he's just so damn stupid. I just feel like he's just so damn not equipped. I just feel like he's just so damn not that. Are you afraid for your man to be a man? Who told you that being a man meant that you was perfect? Who told you that? Who taught you that that meant that your man that you had did not make a mistake? Who taught you that? I'll tell you who taught you that. Your oppressor taught you. Your oppressor taught you that your man should be a slave master like him. Your oppressor taught you that your man should have power, should have money, should have slaves. Your man should live in the White House because the man that you was whored out to, the man that you went and was raped by, that you were bought by and bought for, oh, he made no mistakes. Or did you forget? Your oppressor didn't make mistakes because if he made a mistake, it didn't matter. You should shut your nigga witch mouth up and ignore the mistake that your oppressor made. That's how we got here. And now you look at your man and you look at the mistakes he makes. And now he doesn't have slaves and doesn't have the power and doesn't have the wickedness, which is the most important thing. You respect your oppressor because of the power and the money that he has. And you think that he's better than your husband. When the real thing is that in all sick minds, you don't understand that the thing that makes your husband less than your oppressor is because he's not as wicked as him. He's not as wicked as Diddy. Diddy is as wicked as your oppressor. And guess what? Every woman that Diddy laid with loved him. Listen to him, did what he said, have sex with him, do this drug, drink this, get on this stage, do this thing, take those clothes off, and they did it because Diddy is as nasty and as disgusting as the oppressor. But your man that you sleep with every night, sister, he's not Diddy. He's not Donald Trump, and he's damn sure not the devil like your oppressor is, man. And you should love him for it. You should love him because he makes mistakes. You should love him. You should love him for it. Donald Trump don't make mistakes. Donald Trump can have felonies and he still be the president. Now, what mistakes can your husband make and you still call him Lord? You call Donald Trump the president. You stand for his flags. But your husband, you won't stand for him. You forgot. You forgot. You forgot the thing that made you what you were. It is not your submission to your oppressor. It's your submission to the man that you lay next to every night. The man whose bed you keep warm while he's out to battle. The man whose bed you keep warm while he's out to camp, while he's battling, while he's teaching, while he's feeding the homeless and the sick. That's the man that you keep the bed warm for. That's who your alliance is to. But you forgot. Remember what I said in the beginning. Forget about yourself. Forget about you. Forget about your bills. Forget about your women, your men, the husband you got, the problems you got. How many of us you got problems with your husband? Oh, he's this. He's always not on time. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't make money. He's an alcoholic. He is abrasive. He is abused. Whatever problem you have, forget about yourself. Maybe one day we'll remember the Lord. Come on.
If I may, what you're bringing out is so nuclear, you know what I mean? When it comes to the black woman and the black man, let's go all the way back to Adam and Eve, if I may, Baba Kasha. I got a precept, if I may. Can I? This is the book of Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Salaki.
And that's
it.
That's it. Come on, keep reading.
You want me to keep going, sir?
No. We got to keep going. For the time's sake, we about to start rolling through this. Also, we are in the Feast of the Dedication. The dedication lasts for 8 days. So throughout the class of this week, brothers will be touching on the topic of the dedication or Chaanakah, rather. So if you got any questions, of course, like I said, in this class, you could raise your hand and ask the question, but we're going to be talking about this all week. You understand? Come on.
Verse 62. Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved, with confirmed in themselves, not to eat any unclean thing.
Not to eat any unclean thing. How many of y'all know the story of the woman and the 7 sons? Anybody else? The woman and the 7 sons, man, that's a very powerful story. If you don't remember it, you should go and listen. You should go read about it. You understand? But for time's sake, we're going to go into it. And the woman and the 7 sons is not the only people that went through that in the back Maccabees. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to be teaching later on this week. If somebody could remind me, we'll go over some more stories that were just like the woman and the 7 sons, man, to show you how the Greeks were treating us. You understand what they were doing to us? You understand 2,000 years ago. Drop that. Let's go to 2 Maccabees real quick. 2 Maccabees chapter 15. Salakia. Chapter 2. Salakia, 1 second. 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 15. Salakia.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 15.
Chapter 2. Chapter 2 and verse 15.
And verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And the meaning which the king's officers, which such as compelled the people to revolt, came unto the city of Modin to make them sacrifice.
So now, the king sent out these letters. And now, at this point, the king is sending out messengers to make the Israelites sacrifice unto the king, which is unlawful unto us. Keep going.
Verse 16. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons together.
So now, Mattathias and his sons is there. You understand? They there when the king is sending the messenger. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias, on this wise, thou art a ruler.
On this wise, thou art a ruler. This is what Mattathias said. Keep going.
And an honorable and great man.
Salag, I make mistaken. The messengers are saying to Mattathias that thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man. Keep going.
And great man in this city.
And great man in this city. You understand? Like Mattathias was a leader for black people. He was a leader for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, just like Commander General Yohana is a leader for us today. You understand?
Right.
And the king recognized that. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ever heard Commander General Yohana say, I've never taken the bag? Commander General Yohana has never taken the bag. This is Commander General Yohana right here. You want to find the leader of the Israelite School of UPK? We're reading about him. He's here. His spirit is right here because Commander General Yohana has been approached by the FBI, if you didn't know. If you didn't know. Commander General Yohana has been approached by the CIA, if you did not know. He's been approached. They follow General Hyman on the airports. Hell, I've gotten calls down there in Snow Hill, in Bucktown, Snow Hill. So I know it. I know it. Commander General Yohana, he was offered the bag. And the Greeks are offering the bag to Mattathias right here. Come on.
And strengthened with sons and brethren.
And strengthened with sons and with brethren. Commander General Yohana, he has the strongest sons on the face of the planet Earth. If you sisters out there are single and you're looking for a husband, I suggest you find the Israelite School of UPK. The Israelite School of UPK is where strong sons are bred. The water.
That's right.
Verse 18.
Now
therefore come thou first. And fulfill the king's commandment. Like as all heathen have done.
Listen, what is the king asking for? The king Antiochus is asking for the head of the children of Israel, for the Jews, to come forth and to obey the king's commandments, to make the sacrifices. You understand? Somebody get this young man a seat real quick. Get him a seat. Let him sit down. Shamar should be on guard right there. Who's the Shamar? Shamar's over there. No sweat. But let him sit down. Somebody get him a chair. Right? The king wanted the Mattathias to make his men, you understand, to sin against the Lord. Keep reading. Come on. Come on, you got it, or you need me to get it for you? Verse 15, I think you're at 16. 17, let's go.
Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias, on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city.
Keep going.
And strengthened with sons and brothers. Verse 18. Now therefore come thou first.
Now therefore come thou first. Keep going.
And fulfill the king's commandment. Like as all the heathen have done.
Like as all the heathen has done. This is what you see today. You see the heathen, they fall into the wiles of America. They fall into Christianity. They stand for the national anthem, and they want you to do it too. Why do they want you to do it? Why is it so special for you to do it? Why is it so different for you to do it? Why is it so hard for you to be an Israelite? To not eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster? Huh? Why? I want you to understand something. Like when you come into these classes, you're going to really start to see. You're going to really start to see. And I don't mean like you just looking with your eyes open, but you'll start to see. Why isn't it that it's a problem for a Chinese man to be a Buddhist monk? Why isn't it that there's a problem for a Middle Eastern man to be a Muslim? Why isn't it that it's a problem for an East Indian man to be worshiping Shiva? It's never a problem, but for you to be an Israelite, Drewski has to make a skit about it. No. Am I lying? How many of y'all didn't see the skit? Yeah, Drewski got to make a skit about you. Videos have to be made about you because you being an Israelite is something different. It's something different. Let me tell you something. America doesn't give a flying F, UCK, if Chinese people worship Buddha. They don't care if East Indians worship Shiva. They don't give a flying FUCK. Because if they battle, their battle is about weaponry and money. Weaponry and resources. America wants you to not serve your Lord, to serve them. Because if you battle your oppressor, then the battle is not about weaponry and resources. It's about them versus God. And they know they cannot beat God. They know. So you not serving God is a problem. Keep going.
Yea, and the men of Judea also, and such as remain at Jerusalem, so shalt thou and thou house be in the number of the king's friends.
So now he offering him money. He's offering the leader money. He's saying, look, Martin Luther King, if you get your people to peaceful protest, I'll get you money. You'll have resources. You'll have money. We'll give you grants. We'll give you loans. We'll give you property. We'll give you lands as long as you make your people to serve us. Keep going.
And thou and their children shall be honored with silver
and
gold.
And thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold. What has happened in America? Why is LeBron James rich? Because his father was a fucking sellout. That's why. That's why. You think that a father in the Israelite school of UPK's son is going to get $1 million? Right. You keep thinking. You keep wishing. How many of you got hoop dreams for your son? How many of you got hoop dreams for your daughters? You think that America is going to allow you to make $1 billion? You think America is going to allow you to be rich? America will never allow you to be rich. Why? Because if you become rich, then you start to level out the playing field. God is already on your side. The thing that you're lacking is the money in his eyes. You're lacking the resources. You're lacking the servitude. You're lacking the manpower. What you lack into the white man is brotherhood. The white man knows that the only way he can destroy you is if you hate your husband. If you hate your wife. If you hate your brother. If you hate your sister. That is the one way he can cripple you. He can destroy you. But as long as he doesn't have that, he has money. So why do you think he'll give you it? Why do you think he'll give you Fortune $500,000 companies, $1 million companies? He'll never give it to you. He'll never give you power. Keep reading.
And many awards. Verse 19.
Many awards. Oh, you get the Purple Heart. Oh, you get the Eagle Heart. Oh, you get the Brown Heart. Oh, you get the Blue Heart. You get the White Heart. You get the lost your leg heart, lost your family heart. Your wife cheated on your heart. You get the heart of America. You get the heart of the eagle. You get the heart of Christianity. You get the heart of religion. You get the heart of America. You get the heart of politics. They just give you hearts. What the hell does a badge on your shoulder got to do with anything? Nothing.
Salakia, the key to the city like Diddy.
Oh, how could I forget the water? Oh, you get the keys to the city. How? I get the keys to the city. Why can't I open up the goddamn churches to let the homeless in? If I got the keys to the city, right? Isn't the churches in the city? I got the keys to the city. Why can't we open up the churches? You don't have the keys to nothing, man. We're like a woman scorned. We're like a woman in a traumatizing relationship. And the more and more we get beat on by America is the more we love America. Come on.
It ain't even about the key to the city. Why we ain't shutting down the Christian church?
You said that one more time.
I said, why we ain't shutting down the Christian church if we got the keys to the city? Chaanakah,
because
child
black people,
molestation, Chaanakah, all that.
Because,
you know what I mean?
I tell you why. Because black people are scared. Black people are scared to death. Black people are scared to death. That's all. You want to understand the reason why black people are not in the Israelite school of UPK is because you're a fucking coward. That's all. That's it. You're scared to death. You are scared to go to your job and tell everybody that you are in a cult. You're scared to do it. I remember somebody bring out the cult leader shirts. I done got big over the years. So I used to have one. I used to have a cult leader shirt that was the perfect size. But now I did too many bench presses. I did too many bench presses and too many push-ups during Hebrew Academy. The one of the Officer Aratazar, Officer Zion, and other brothers who helped. You understand? I did too many push-ups. Now I couldn't fit it. Somebody come back out with the cult leader shirts so we can wear it to Walmart. Wear it to the store. Listen, you play with me enough, I'll wear a cult leader shirt around my gown as I graduate from college. I will do it. You think I'm playing? I'm crazy enough to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll have everybody thinking, what the hell is on his shirt? Come here, Salah. I'll do it. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spoke in a loud voice. Don't all the nations that are under the king's dominion.
Hey, Salaga, boom, hold that. Give it to Trooper right here. Let him take over. Come on, under the king's dominion. Come on. Where we at? 17 or 18?
Verse 19. Verse 19.
You might got to cuff it. That might be
all
the
the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him. And fall away every one from the religion of their fathers. And give consent to his commandments.
So now, you will leave the religion or the spirituality of your fathers and give consent to the king's commandments. Meaning you forget about the Feast of Dedication or Chaanakah, and you will remember the commandments of the king, which today will be what? Christmas Eve. Right. This is what they want you to do. This is what they wanted us to do during the time of the Maccabees. Keep going.
Verse 20. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
The Lord, Salaga, Mattathias said, yet though I and my sons and my brethren, we walk in the covenant of our fathers. This is what we do. We serve God in this house. And this house, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how mighty full your military is, your Navy is, your Air Force is. In this house, we serve the covenant of our fathers. Read.
Right.
Verse 21.
Damn right.
God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. Verse 22. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left.
Come on.
Verse 23. Now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment.
Come on. So now, as the king's messenger is saying this, Mattathias is responding to him saying, we ain't doing that. We ain't going for that. We ain't celebrating your holidays. We ain't standing for your national anthem. We ain't doing none of that. But now here comes another Israelite, another Jew. Keep going.
Verse 24. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal.
So now, Mattathias was inflamed with zeal. Why? Because he's seen a brother getting ready to tarnish everything the Lord had gave to us in order to have peace, because he was terrified. Which gives you the answer to what? Fear is not an excuse. Fear is not a reason
for you to be a coward. Fear is nothing. Fear is the only thing that has kept blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in bondage for 400 years and nothing else. It has never been the truth of Christianity. Listen, God logic is a goddamn sweet pea. This is God logic. Y'all, I know y'all look at God logic like, oh man, God logic. He has 10,000 followers. Oh God. Y'all look at who else? Who else do they look at? Imam Bashir. Imam Bashir. Abdul Azula. Who else do the world look at like they got a lot of knowledge? Type one. Who else? Polite. Oh, Polite was a big one. I know Yanazar know about Polite. Polite was a big one. Polite got all the knowledge in the world. Who has other? Oh, T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Umar, Dr. Umar Johnson, Cooley, whoever that. Oh, Cooley. Yeah. Listen, this is all of them. They are nothing. They're nothing but a pea. Actually, I'm using the wrong thing. I shouldn't use that. They're so small I couldn't find a pea on the goddamn table. But they're nothing but a goddamn pea. It is nothing. Read it again.
Which thing? Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment.
Keep going.
Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
Right. So now Mattathias, he was so in anger that he ran and slew the other Israelite according to, on the altar. He unalived his own brother on the altar. I want y'all to let that resonate for a second, because fake Israelites is questioning why Tazaric battles other Israelites. Mattathias unalived another Israelite. I hope y'all understand that. But he slew and unalived another Israelite on the altar because he went to serve the gods of the people that was enslaving us, that was oppressing us. Keep going.
Verse 25. Also the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at the time, and the altar he pulled down.
He did what?
He killed at the time, and the altar he pulled down.
As my brother was bringing out, Mattathias was so angry that he did what to his own brother? He unalived him. You understand? He unalived that brother because what mattered to Mattathias? What meant everything to Mattathias? That didn't, the truth, you could say that, but you right. But give me another word for it. Go ahead, Ayah.
Loyalty.
True. That he was loyal to what I'm saying, but there's a word I'm looking for. What was Mattathias dedicated to? I'm using the word dedicated for a reason, but what was he dedicated to?
Oh, okay.
Who said it? Salakia. Obviously, give him a hand. Obviously, Yanazar said it. Mattathias was dedicated to the Lord. Why? Because that was the culture of his people. Mattathias was dedicated to his what? His God. That's what Mattathias was dedicated to. And to see somebody disrespect the altar that was supposed to represent his people's relationship with the Most High was an insult to him. It was an insult to him. And he was overcome with anger. Read that again. Come on, Baba Kashar.
24.
Right.
Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal.
Inflamed with what?
Inflamed with zeal.
Brothers in the school hear that word all the time. We say that brother got zeal. That sister has zeal. What does that mean? You know, you ever heard somebody say school spirit? You know, when you in high school and you got spirit week and you put on the colors and you put on all of this and you want to show everybody how much you care about your school. Well, having zeal, according to this Bible, is you showing everybody how much you care about the Most High.
That's
and
right.
Mattathias was a prime example of that, Salaki.
Right.
Hey, give him a hand real quick. Come on. Now, brothers and fake Israelite groups would say, why do you teach that you're not affiliated with us? Why do you teach that the Israelite school of UPK is the only place where you can get truth, the truth of the Lord? Read it one more time, Mark.
verse 24. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal.
When Mattathias saw IUIC, when they saw GMS, when they saw GOCC and Genesis and Sakari, I'm gonna have to say this. I'm gonna take the high road.
And Gino Jennings.
And Gino Jennings. I'm gonna take the high road. Salakia, brothers. Salakia, brothers, and you fake Israelite groups. Salakia for our harshness. Salakia for us telling you that you're in a fake Israelite group if you're not in the Israelite school of UPK, and you can never serve the Lord outside of this school. Salakia, I pray that you can forgive me one day. I pray that you can forgive me one day, because I am just what? Read.
Inflamed with zeal.
I'm just inflamed with zeal. I'm just inflamed with zeal, just like Mattathias. Mattathias was just inflamed with zeal, like he could never stand to see another Israelite brother. They always say, what? Aren't we all Israelites? Aren't we all Israelites? Don't we all come from the tribe of Judah and Benjamin and Levi? Yeah, well, absolutely, right? You're right, Ak. Somebody send this to the fake Israelite groups so that they could go to sleep tonight and let them know that the Israelite school of UPK said, without a doubt, for a surety, we are all Israelites. You are an Israelite, you're in GMS. Congratulations. Give yourself a hand, GMS. IUIC, give yourself a hand. We're all Israelites. We got the same blood running through our veins. Bishop Nathaniel Hassad. Bishop Nathaniel Hassad, protege of Guerrilla Hebrew, take the carrot out your ass and then give yourself a hand. And then feel confident and maybe in this cold weather, maybe we could give you some warmth. Maybe the warmth is that we all are Israelites. We all are Israelites. However, this school is inflamed with zeal. This school is on fire. This school is hot. Your school is very cold. You know why? Because that carrot has been in a very dark place for way too long, Sakari. It's been in a very dark place. It's lost its heat. It's lost its hotness. But the UPK, we've been out in the open fighting for you since 1969. We've been through every winter, every fall, every summer, and every spring, every court case, every food drive, every funeral, every hospital visit for you. And we've got zeal. And our zeal teaches us that you should shut the fuck up, Salakia. You should shut your goddamn mouth when it comes to teaching the truth of the Lord, because you don't have it. Come on. Read.
Who
got some? Come on.
I just wanted to say at the end of the day, you know.
Salakia, let all the children have everything they want. Tonight is a feast of dedication. Give everybody else, get their hands a round of applause. All the children can have all the food and all of the snacks and all of the drinks unless their parents say no. Go get all of the snacks and leave me alone. Go get all the snacks. Go get all the drinks. Come on. Salakia, come on.
You too up, sir. Hey, Barakatah Yahweh Hawashai for Commanding General Yahana. And before him, the seven heads. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna say the same exact thing that Ronald Reagan said when they did that whole campaign on say no to drugs. You know what I mean? While they pushing drugs in our communities, say no to pegophilia. Pegophilia.
You say Lego that pego. Y'all know that.
Pegophilia.
Lego that pego.
Salakia.
But we have the zeal of the Lord, and that is the truth. Remember, don't let no fake Israelite group tell you that there's a group over here that got the truth, or some of them got the truth, or this is the way, or that Christian church got the way. Nigga, that is not of the Lord. That is not of the Lord. Did Christ ever tell you to follow anyone else outside of him? Anybody? Anybody? No. Did Moses tell you to follow anyone outside of him? What about Ezekiel? What about Joshua? What about Abraham? What about Jacob? What about Judas and Maccabees? Judas and Maccabees was in a more current time. He lived hundreds of years after King Solomon and David. Judas and Maccabees never would tell you to follow anyone outside of him. And we're going to read about it tonight. So why in the hell do you think that in 2025 that is some difference? That you think that we can have multiple groups? I'll tell you why you think it. Because your behind has an itch. That's why. Your behind has an itch, and there's only one way for you to scratch it. It's for you to serve America and not serve Commander Giuliani. That's the only way that you can scratch that itch, because you can't be that in the Israelite school of UPK. You cannot be a homosexual and be in the Israelite school of UPK. I hope everyone understands that. Read.
And his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to the judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
So he ran and he unalived the Israelite brother.
Right.
He unalived him. We tell you that Israelites are not affiliated with us, and y'all want to unalive us for that. Mattathias went and unalived, straight up, unalived his Israelite brother on the altar. Could you imagine, Papa Juan? Could you imagine getting ready to put the Christmas gift under the Christmas tree? And then as you put the gift under the tree, someone just come and put a javelin through your back. Pause. Just put a javelin through your back, and now you are the gift under the Christmas tree. Look,
Salaki.
He became the sacrifice on the altar. He became the sacrifice. Come on.
You ain't gotta say pause for the javelin, because the javelin, just like during the time of Moses, when the brother decided to deal with, you know what I mean, that heathen woman, you know what I mean, and the nation was going through turmoil and we lost wars and stuff like that, and I forgot the brother name. He went and he put that javelin, that spear, which is what your name is, Yaramak, you know what I mean, through that brother, through his back and through the heathen stomach. It was righteous.
You're referring to Phineas.
It was right for doing it, because at the end of the day, we eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We homosexuals. We lesbians in this place. And ICE agents deporting our brothers and sisters by tens of thousands. You know what I mean? So what you're saying, my lord, is too wild. Still okay, I just wanted to bring that up.
No, you too wild.
I yield.
Keep reading. We about to start, because we coming up on the time. We're going to start rolling through these. All right, come on, let's go.
Verse 25. Also the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time. And the altar he pulled down.
So Mattathias went on a rampage to destroy the king's commissioner and the brother who went to sacrifice at the altar. Drop down to verse 27.
Verse 27. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law.
I need y'all to pay attention. Start paying attention now. Pay attention now, because this is where we are today. Mattathias asked for whosoever was zealous of the law. You zealous of following the law, says your commandment. Remember, sisters, you not out of this. Because sisters who decided to go against the king's commandments, they was unalived as well as their daughters and as well as their sons. We read about it. So now, whosoever is zealous of the law, keep going,
and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
Mattathias said, let him follow me. Not multiple groups. Not everybody. Not this group and that group. Mattathias said, let them follow me. Let me tell you something. There was an oppressor or a beast that was destroying black people throughout the 20s, the 30s, the Prohibition era, the 20s and the 30s, the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. And at some point, God set his foot on the earth. The Lord set his foot in America in 1969, man. And he gave the truth to a few Negroes, Lahab, Ariah, Tazadakia, Yaiquab, a few Negroes, 7 heads that gave birth to the Israelite school of UPK. And since then, the school that started to grow. And Commanding General Yohana, he became the head of the school and has never let go of the truth. And to this day, he's still holding on to it. So now, What are black people supposed to do? Are we supposed to forget about what Commander General Yohana held on to? Are we supposed to forget about what Mattathias did 2,000 years ago? Or are we to remember what Commander General Yohana did? The beds that Commander General Yohana slept on, the basements that he slept in order to hold on to the truth. Keep reading.
Verse 28. So he and his sons fled into the mountains.
So he and his sons fled into the mountains, right? We were at the time, Shalom, Most High Christ, we were living in Judea, and we fled into the mountains surrounding Judea at the time. Keep going.
And left all that ever had in the city. Verse 29. Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness.
Now there was many that sought after justice and judgment that went with Mattathias, that said, you know what? You having a feast of dedication out there at Durham, North Carolina? I'ma just roll with you. You out there, you teaching God's statutes and commandments, I'ma just roll with you. You going to camp out there at Moore Square Park every Saturday, or Fayetteville every Saturday, I'ma just roll with you. That's what brothers started to say. They started to say, you know what, to hell with all this Christmas and being normal and being Greeks and being this, that, and the third. There's a few brothers that is tired of the oppression and the slavery that the Greeks are trying to put on us. And then you know what they say? They say, you know what, I'm going to just roll with you. Guess what didn't come up in the question? Anybody know? Who knows? Who knows what didn't come up in the question? Your goddamn doctrine, Your doctrine never came up in the question back then. It never came up into question because the only thing that would save you was brotherhood. The only thing that would save you was I'm with you and you're with me and we're together. And together my back is covered because I cover yours. That was the only thing that mattered, not your goddamn doctrine. What changed? What changed in 2025? Is your back not uncovered? Or of course you don't care about your back being uncovered or not because you're sticking a carrot in it. You don't want nobody back there. Sakari don't want nobody watching his back. Sakari does not want anybody calling him saying, why didn't you check in? Why didn't you call into the council? Why aren't you in all black? Why didn't you say Khan on one Khan? Sakari don't want no one checking in on him because he wants something else on his back. I pray you understand. And let me tell you something, not to put all the blame on Sakari, he's not the only one. He's not the only one. Read.
Verse 30. Both they and their children and their wives and their cattle because afflictions increase sore upon them.
The children, the wives, the cattle, because the affliction increase sore upon them, meaning the people and their resources, the money that they had, the land that they had, the property that they had. They gave it all to this thing that was being built. Keep going.
Verse 31. Now when it was told to the king's servants and the host that was in Salakia, that was at Jerusalem, in the city of David, that certain men who had broken the king's commandment were gone down into the secret places.
Meaning
in
what?
The wilderness.
They started to hide. The men who read that last part one more time. So let me make sure I got you right.
Had broken the king's commandment were gone down into the secret places in the wilderness.
Meaning they went to hide. They went to hide in the Greek fraternities. They went to hide in the Christian churches. That's why, like, the whole world hates who? Not the church. The whole world doesn't hate the Muslim mosque. The whole world hates the Israelite school of UPK. And yet we're right here. In case the world doesn't know, we're right here on 2534 South Roxborough Street. That's why I said in the beginning of the class, and I'll say it again. If you do not believe that this is the home of the truth and the only place you can get it, then come here. Come forward and raise your hand and we'll talk about it. Just come do it. The problem is that your fake gay Christian Israelite group is in the secret places. He's in the secret places so he could put something in his behind that is unseemly. something that is uncomely, right? Or that you can sleep with prostitutes and whores or white women or whatever else. A lot of you brothers are new to the truth, so you haven't heard the stories. You haven't heard about GMS teaching that instead of getting married to a woman, you should sleep with prostitutes first. Oh, you think I'm lying? How many of you, raise your hand if you haven't heard that before? Yeah, his brothers in here that's never heard that before. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's more things that you'll hear about fake Israelite groups. You know what you'll never hear about fake Israelite groups? The strength that Mattathias had to fight against oppression. That you'll never hear about. You'll never hear about GMS or Tazadakia or GOCC or AOCC actually fighting for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians because they're fighting for themselves. Well, Mattathias, he fought for us. He fought for black people. Read.
Verse 32. They pursued after them a great number, and having overtaken them, they camped against them and made war against them on the Sabbath day.
So now, you had this group of people. So like, I think I might have been mistaken. But you had this group of Israelites who did not want to follow Mattathias. They did not want to follow Commanding General Yohanan. They wanted to follow their own group. They wanted to do their own thing. They thought, you know what? We could be an Israelite group. I know we're supposed to follow the law, statutes, commandments, but we could do it this way. We could call ourselves this. We could call ourselves that. And we could do this and we could do that. Yet we're at war with the Greeks. And those Greeks, they fled into the wilderness just like us. See, here's the thing. Them fake Israelite groups think that we hate them. We don't. Right. I love you, Ak. Guerrilla Hebrew, we love you, Ak. We love you, Bishop Nathaniel. We love you. You will die in the wilderness.
That's right.
You will die.
Right.
You will. And you'll get every man with you unalived because you are not the leader for black people. You're not him. GOCC. What did they call him? Did they call him head priest Hassad? Is that what they call Hassad? What did they call Hassad?
Karasha.
Young nigga Hassad? What the hell do they call him? What is his title?
Karasha.
The Rasha? The Rasha? I wish Hassad was right here. I wish Hassad was right here right now. So someone could put their fucking foot in his mouth so he could shut the hell up. Because Hassad doesn't even know whether or not we should love white people or not. He doesn't know a goddamn thing. Hassad doesn't know if 2 + 2 is 4 or 6 yet, but he wants to be the head of you. He wants to lead you, and he doesn't know if 2 + 2 is 4 or 6 yet. He doesn't even know. Commander General, he knows. Commander General, he doesn't have to change his doctrine. He doesn't have to change his belief in the middle of his whatever, his concade, his conquistadorian. He doesn't have to do it. That's not a word. I just made that up, right? That's my word, nigga. Commander General does not have to do it. But your leader, he does. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 33. And they said unto them, let that which ye have done hitherto suffice.
Hold on, we got a question online from Jesus is Lord. Jesus Lord said, when are we going to hear some preaching of the gospel? So who is this talking all this foul, wicked language on here? Listen, you'll hear the preaching of the gospel next Sunday at whatever church you go to. At the next church, whatever church you go to on Sunday, you'll hear the preaching of the gospel, and they'll sing, and I'm sure they got something nice and sturdy for your behind when you go up in there. Just ask for it.
Right.
Just go in the back room with the pastor and just ask for that nice, long, sturdy thing for you. And they'll give it to you, of course, or they'll give it to your wife. Who knows, whatever. But in here, you're going to hear the truth of the Lord. You ain't going to hear nothing else. Come on, we got to make it quick, y'all. We got to roll. Come on.
No. I would have said, yeah.
No, I know. It's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, that's wild. Right.
Come on, read.
Come forth and do according to the commandment of the king, and ye shall live.
Come on. Remember, the thing that makes black people enslaved in America is their fear. Their fear to be one West, right? Your woman is afraid to be one West because she's afraid to go to her mother and tell her that she's married to a man that has more than one husband. That's the only thing. That's it. That's the only thing. It's a heightened sense that frightens her. It grips her. It grips her soul that she can't get rid of. She cannot imagine going to her mother and telling her that I am married to a man that has more than one wife. You know why? Because she's afraid of her mother's disapproval, as if that hoe has any right to stand on. That hoe ain't even with your father. She ain't with your father. But it's the sense of the fear that grippens you, that makes you think I should not serve the Lord to please my mother. Then what are you? Remember, forget about yourself and remember those who came before you. Keep going.
Verse 34. But they said, we will not come forth, neither will we do the thing, Salakia, neither will we do the king's commandment to profane the Sabbath day.
To profane the Sabbath day. Forget what your mother say. Forget what the world say. Your father say. Remember, Christ said this. I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and a father at variance against his son, mother against daughter, daughter against mother. The Lord ain't come to bring everybody together. Get that Christian dogma out your mind. The Lord didn't bring that for you. You think, look at how beautiful this room is. You think that we would be here if everybody wasn't different? The reason why we're here is because we all different. Because we all different members of one body. Because some of you are the fingers, some of you are the head, some of you are the legs, and some of you are the arms. We're different. You can't create the body with the same person. You'll have, what do they call it? Islamic twin? What do they call it? Siamese twins? Listen, let me tell you something. As marvelous as it is, Siamese twins are good for nothing. Siamese twins can't fuck nobody. They can't beat nobody. Can't do nothing. You understand? They are nothing but a spectacle. If you want to be different, you have to be separated from each other and strong in it. You brothers and you sisters are separated, but you're strong because of one thing. Because you are together. And that's what Mattathias knew. He knew that everybody probably weren't going to be the same. We all weren't going to want to serve the Lord, you understand, in the same way. But we knew that we had to be together to be strong. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 35. So then they gave them the battle with all speed.
So now, hold on. Are we missing a part? Did we forget about how IUIC died in the wilderness? Don't let me forget that. Let's not skip that. IUIC absolutely got unalived in the wilderness. Did we skip that part? Somebody help me. I'm asking. You sure? Because a battle seems like a UPK term. Battle seems like something Commander General Yohana does. Battle seems like something IUIC just says, They don't battle. You know, they just put on purple and walk. Huh? For Tom's sake, drop me down to 37. Yeah, 37. All right, give me where we at, paper towel, select. Where you at, 35?
Okay, drop down to 37, then it's 38.
All right, come on.
Verse 37. But said, let us die, all in our innocency.
Yeah, this is IUIC right here. IUIC and GMS and GOCC and AOC and every other figures-alike group that didn't want to be in order under Commander General Yohana. You understand? Like, this is what you sisters, you brothers, and you mothers got to understand. You are not going to survive this thing by being in a fake Israelite group. You're going to be led to this. Your leaders are going to say, let us die. You know why? Because Assad will one day say, well, heathens can be saved because my mommy. Because my mommy. My mother is a white woman, so heathens can be saved. And you'll be led to them in heartbroken because you'll know that it is not the truth, but your allegiance will be to them when you should have put your allegiance to God.
That's right.
You should have put your allegiance to the Most High. And the Most High allegiance is with the Israelite School of UPK. Read. Come on.
Heaven and earth will testify for us.
They said what? They said heaven and earth will testify for us. Those fake Israelites, bless their heart, Ak. Y'all think that we hate them. I love you, Ak. I love you, fake Israelite groups. You're so special and so wonderful. Bless your heart. They go out there on the street corners and don't they do an amazing job? I mean, they do a lot of work. They teach. They go out there and they prophesy and they tell black people not to eat pork. Bless your hearts. Bless it.
Salaki, they also bring in Hamites.
I know. But they believe they're doing it for God. They when they do it, they believe. You want some? They believe that they're serving God when they do it. Read that part one more time.
Heaven and earth will testify for us that ye put us to death wrongfully.
The IUIC is going to say, they're going to say, as they stand there with their skirts lifted up, Sakari, as they stand there with their skirts lifted up, from the back, when the oppressor is in that household saying, you be a nigga, when the oppressor is standing in the household and their skirt is lifted up from the back, they're going to lift it up. They'll say what? Read that last part.
That ye put us to death wrongfully.
They'll say, you put us to death wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is unfair. We are Israelites. We're Israelites. We're not supposed to be doing this. As they lift the skirt up from the back. Come on, take it. They'll lift their skirt up. And you know what? We love those brothers, man, and we sorry for those brothers. Because what's going to happen to them is going to happen to them. It's going to happen. It's already happening. It's all over the news. And it's going to happen some more. Pause. Keep reading.
38. So they rose up against them in battle.
So that woman, she rose up against Sakari. She rose up. That woman rose up against IUIC. She told you better not have another wife. You better not be in the ISUPK. You better not go to camp. You better not be in that class. You better do this and you better do that. I'm talking about women because some of you, you're not even prepared for battle for the white man. A lot of you think that you Israelites are coming into the truth so that you could battle the white man. That's what you think. You think that you undercover brother? You think that you in a secret society of the brotherhood? You're going to grow an afro and battle the white man? The white man does not care about you. The white man looks at you like you are nothing. You are nothing. How are you going to battle the white man and you can't battle your wife? You can't battle your sons, your daughters, your children. You can't battle nothing. But you think you're going to go battle the white man and the undercover brother CIAA's secret society. You ain't nothing. If you be in the Israelite School of UPK, we'll teach you how to battle. Read.
And they slew them with their wives and children and their cattle.
With your wives, Zach? You'll be unalive with your wife. Your households will get trampled on with your wives, your children, and your cattle. Why? Because you decided not to follow a man that was extreme. That's what you decided. Mattathias was too extreme. He was too extreme. Unaliving another Israelite brother was too much for you. You thought we had to be soft. We had to say, oh, shalom. 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 Most High in Christ bless. Bring it out. Bring it out. You thought that that's what we had to be. No sweat out. The Greeks will say bring it out when they bring your fucking body out to the funeral, to the burial ground. They'll say bring it out. Bring it out. But in here, we're one West. In here, we're soldiers. We don't die by the hands of our oppressors. We die by the hands of our own, because the only thing that can unalive us is our Father. And the only way that you die by anything else is by dying for something that does not fight for you or your people. And if you don't understand that argument, you should be in class. You should be in here more. You could go and die a million different ways. You could die from drug addiction. You could die from gang violence. You could die from a million different ways in the streets. But in here, there's a life in which a man never loses. And that is a man that serves God forever. The only way to serve God is in the Israelite school of UPK. That's the only way. There is no other way. Come on. Real quick. Salaki, if I could, real quick. Salaki. My bad.
Salaki, if I could, just, I just want to, what this brother's saying is so heavy. And the reality is, if you were ever wondering why, he basically just broke it all the way down, but if you ever wonder why them ISUPK brothers, why they always got to blaze on Nathaniel? Why they always got to blaze on Tahar? Why they always got to talk about some leader or some other Israelite group? Why we got to call them fake Israelite groups? The reason why we have to do it is, like my brother said, is because we love our people too much. And these men are taking advantage of brothers and sisters who are sincere about this thing, man. It is a travesty to look at these other groups. There's brothers and sisters in them groups that absolutely, as the scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing, we have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. There's brothers and sisters that fell into them groups, man, that didn't know no better. They didn't see nothing. Their cousin came to them and heard they was an Israelite and showed them this purple group, or showed them this fake Israelite group, and that's all they know. That's where they got the information from. But them leaders of them groups, man, they was there. Nathaniel was there. Tahar was there. And they know what time it is, man. And they know just how horribly and wicked they've been, and how much they've watered down the ranks of this nation with their doctrine chasing. We're wanting to be in charge and say, well, I came up with the new moon doctrine. Well, I came up with the dark side of the moon. Well, I came up with this doctrine. And you want to know who's the man that's in charge? It's the one man who never says he came up with any doctrine. Commanding General Yohana has never said that he teaches anything that he wasn't taught from day one. He says it. So even if you want to say, and there's a lie, so I'm going to lay my plane, bro. Even the people that want to, Commander Junior Yohana, he went in this group, this is all lies. Commander Junior Yohana never left the school. But even, let's just for argument's sake, if you want to say that, and then say he came back and started the UPK. Why don't your leaders, your fake Israelite group leaders, why don't they say they're the original school? Why don't they want to be the original school? Why don't they say they're the real One West? Why don't they say that, oh, we never changed our doctrine. We've been teaching the same thing from day one. They won't say that. They're going to say, we came up with this. We learned this. We used to teach this, but now we teach this. Not in the ISUPK, because this is the home of the truth, and it has been since 1969. Salakia.
Pardon me, brother. Salakia.
Absolutely. Let's go, keep reading.
To the number of 1,000 people.
So now they got 1,000 people killed. 1,000 people. We about to start running through this real quick. Let's go. 1,000 people got killed because they were following after fake Israelite groups. Because you were not in the truth. Because you believed that it was wrong to fight on the Sabbath day. Now you got fake Israelites who believe that to this day. That it is wrong for you to cook or work on a Sabbath day. That is not what the Lord set the Sabbath day up for. The Sabbath day is for who? Who knows? Come on. Nah, just say it out loud. What is the Sabbath day for? Time's sake, it's for you. The Sabbath day was made for man, not man made for the Sabbath. You understand? It's your day of rest. It's your day to not be a slave no more. If you got to work Monday through Saturday, you understand the Lord gave you at least a day that where you knew, hey, at least I know I'm going to be off for the Sabbath. Why? Because the Lord did this on the first day, did that on the second day, third day, fourth, fifth, sixth day. He created man on the sixth day. On the seventh day, he did what? He rested. And so you got the same thing. You can rest on the Sabbath day. So now, keep reading.
Verse 39. Now when Mattathias and his friends understood hereof, they mourned for them right score.
So now, we mourn for them brothers. We mourn for IUIC and GMS. We mourn for them brothers because they will die. That's the problem that we're dealing with here. You will die because your members will die. And the people that follow your members will die because you're not in the truth. And yet we'll mourn for you because we do love you. We love you. We love you more than you could ever know. Keep going.
Verse 40. And one of them said to another, if we all do as our brethren have done and fight for our lives and laws against the heathen.
If we all do as our brethren, if we all do like we've seen. Remember, oppression was here since Christopher Columbus. Oppression was here. They were slaughtering us by the millions. They were hanging us on trees. They were using our babies as alligator bait and enslaving us on the plantations. And we tried to find a way out. We tried to use Abraham Lincoln's, what do they call it? Declaration of, not independence, Emancipation Proclamation. We tried to use that as a way out. It didn't work. We tried to use civil rights as a way out. It didn't work. Marcus Garvey, it didn't work. Civil rights, it didn't work. We tried the Black Panther Party, the Muslim movement. We tried Christianity, and it did not work. At some point, we had to realize that the ways of defeating our oppression was not going to come from serving our oppressor. It was not going to come from being a Pan-African or a Black Panther or whatever else they called us. It was going to come from us not loving our oppressor and serving the Most High God. The only place that you could do that in is the Israelite School of UPK. That's the only place. Keep reading.
They will now quickly root us out of the earth.
They will now quickly root us out of the earth. If we stay, this is what they knew. This is what Mattathias knew. If we stayed Black Panthers, if we would have stayed in the Nation of Islam, if we stayed Christians, Mattathias knew that they would quickly root us out the earth. We would die. How many of y'all ever heard of the eugenics projects? What do you think the eugenics projects was for? You thought it was for mentally retarded people? That's what you thought it was for? You thought it was to get rid of mentally retarded people. That's what you thought. The eugenics projects was a project that they started off in what, the 80s? The 70s? Way before that? The 40s, 50s, 60s? Where they would take people who they would deem to be MR, retarded, and just make them sterile. Make them not be able to have children. Who do you think was most affected by the eugenics projects? What group of people? Black people. It was you. Now, out of 2025, after the eugenics projects, it should have worked, right? Who's the school shooters? Yeah. Yeah. Who's the plane hijackers? The Middle Easterns. Who's the COVID-19 creators? The Chinese. What do black people do? Who's the child pornography watchers? Who's the child pornography watchers? They make up like 95% of that. Your oppressor. The eugenics projects had nothing to do with making America a better place.
That's right.
It had everything to do with getting rid of you. You know why they got rid of the eugenics projects? You know why they got rid of it? Because they realized that autistic black kids make the world go round. They realized that. They realized that black flavor was what America needed to allow it to be the world superpower that it is. They realized that. And they couldn't continue to get rid of black people. And they also couldn't just continue to just get rid of only white people because white people would rebel because white people love their own. White people love white children. Chinese people love Chinese children. Africans love African children. But they believe that black people didn't love black children. You understand? Keep reading.
Salakia, verse 41. 40? Verse 40. 41. At that time, therefore, they decree, saying, whosoever shall come to make battle with us on the Sabbath day, we will fight against him.
So now, Mattathias, he went into the wilderness and he did what? Mattathias went into the wilderness and did what? What did he do in the wilderness so pressed by oppression? What did Mattathias do in the wilderness overcome by racism and oppression? What did he do? I know nobody's going to get it, but I'll be very, very surprised. What did Mattathias do? Let me see if I can come over here. She says she's so cute. She is so cute. If we serve IUIC, America will hang her from a tree. We rally the troops. What else? They were training. What else? I don't know if anybody's going to get it. Rebelled against the system? Nobody else? Mattathias went into the wilderness and he created the Israelite school of UPK.
That's right.
He created it. That's what he did. He founded the Israelite school of UPK. And he founded a nation, a school that was ran under him. The Maccabees is not a date and time. The Maccabees is not a place. The Maccabees is, who knows what before I give it to you, who knows what the Maccabees are? What is the Maccabees? Who knows what the Maccabees is? Anybody? I done gave y'all too many hints by saying, I know y'all would have said it was a time. It was a book. What is the Maccabees? Somebody got to try to get this one right. Huh? They people, but who are they? Yeah. The Maccabees is the name that they called the nation of Judea, the Jews that decided to fight against the Hellenistic culture. The Maccabees, that's where the Maccabees come from. You want to find the ISUPK today, then God damn it, find me the Maccabees before they were created, because it isn't a nation. It isn't a race of people. The Maccabees was named after a nation, after a family line. It was named after those who decided we was going to fight against Greeks. You want to find the ISUPK? Then you look into the records of the Bible. You look into the Maccabees, man. And you look at what Mattathias did. Mattathias, he took his men into the wilderness and he fought against the oppression of the Greeks. He fought against the religion and the spirituality and the holidays of the Greeks, and he sought to retain and uphold the traditions of ancient of Israel, man. To hold the feast of dedication, to hold the feast of Chaanakah, the Passover, the feast of first fruits, the feast of Purim, the Day of Atonement, the memorial blowing of the trumpets. Mattathias thought it was good to fight for these days, these high holy days, and to fight for his people. And he died for that, man. He died in his old age in the wilderness. After this battle, the Maccabees and Mattathias and his sons, they fought against the Greeks over and over and over again. And at some point in Judea, they went back to the temple. They went to the temple and they fought the Greeks out of the temple. They fought them, blood, sweat, and tears, till they got out of the temple. And it took a lot. It was hard. Mothers were lost. Fathers were lost. Families were dispersed so that we could take back this temple. And when we took back this temple, man, you understand? Matter of fact, I don't want to give it to you. We're going to get into it throughout the duration of this week. We're gonna show you what happened after we went to war for this temple. But what I do want to leave you with is this. Stop if you got that scripture. The first one. Yeah. We fought for that temple, man. Because we understood how important it was that our temple to be defiled by these heathens. That they would change our name. That they would change our heritage. That they would change what we are and what we were. Well, we fought for that temple. You understand? And we regained the temple. And we won it back. We won against the nation that Hellenized us all the way throughout until the Romans took control. And then we gave birth to Christ. But at this point, we won. We fought. Read what you got.
Slakia. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, and verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple?
That your what?
That your body is the temple.
That your what?
That your body is the temple.
That your body is the temple. So now Mattathias, he went to war with the Greeks. They lost sons and mothers and daughters during the time period of us being Hellenized, so that we could uphold our commandments, so that we could uphold what it means to be an Israelite, to be in one body, one truth, one spirit, one baptism, so that we could hold on to what was one West. Mattathias, he died for that. And Judas of Maccabees, he took up after his father's mantle and continued to fight for the temple, to rededicate it, which is what we do here tonight.
That's right.
We come into this school and we lit the menorah. These seven slots are these candles, because 2,000 years ago, we didn't have enough oil. We didn't have enough oil to keep these seven slots burning. But somehow, through the grace and the miracles and the glory of the Lord, for 8 days, the oil stayed burning in our temple that we dedicated unto the Most High. It burned because the work was there.
That's right.
Because the Lord was in that house. The Spirit was in that house, and those lights were lit. And anyone who needed the help of the Lord could come into that temple. Like tonight, we lit the Torah. We lit the menorah. And even though you don't see the candles burning, these lights is on. And they'll be on for 8 days, and for 30 days, 100 days, 365 days a year. Commander General Yohana keeps the lights on in this temple as we rededicate it into saving our brothers and our sisters, man. This temple belongs to you. But brothers, Akim, Akwatium, this is the main thing you got to understand. This is the one thing you got to know, taken from this class, taken from this high holy day. And I said it in the beginning. Forget about yourself. Forget about you and who you are and your friendships and your loves and your family and what you think and what you believe. Forget about you. And you remember what Mattathias died for. You remember what Judas of Maccabees died for. You remember what your own nation had to suffer and had to go through so that you could have this temple. And you remember this, that this temple is here so that you can cleanse your temple.
That's right.
And your temple is you. This dedication is about you. It's about you cleaning yourself so that you can serve everyone else around you. That's what this is all about. You change what you are so that you can serve the people that you are around. Hakim, the only way to get that done is by being servants of the Lord in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. With that, I'll pass the class over to Precinct Officer Fabian. Give him a hand. Come on.
Shalom. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Salaki, you can find us in Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means tenth in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, if I'm not mistaken, will be the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Give a hand clap to the Passover. The Passover is going down in Houston, Texas, H-Town. It's going down. It's like
I forgot to ask the children a question. All children, all kids. Someone get these kids and listen to this question. I forgot about this. All kids, listen up. If you are a kid, listen up. Look, they don't even know that they're kids or not. If you are a kid, listen up. We got a question. This question is going to grant a prize. Who on the earth, who celebrates Christmas? That's the question. Who celebrates Christmas? Raise your hand next time. Hey, come up here. Come up here. Come on. Come on. The question is, you want to say it too? Come on. Hold on. The question is, who celebrates Christmas? Answer.
White people.
White people. Give her a hand, man. White people. White people celebrate Christmas. And now the next question is, come on, come up here. Come up here. Be careful. Yeah. You tell them we don't celebrate what? Come on.
We do not celebrate Halloween.
Damn right. Give me a hand, man. We don't celebrate no Halloween. Paul, come up here. What you want to say, Paul? Come on.
No.
Huh? No. Malak, you got something you want to say? Y'all be careful. Come on. Come up here and tell us. Y'all make room for young priest Malak. Somebody take this javelin, dog, before they go crazy with it. Malak, what you want to say? Come on.
We don't celebrate Easter.
Give him a hand. Give young man Malak a hand. We don't celebrate Easter. So now, I got one more question for the children. What do the Israelites or black people celebrate? Who knows? Come on.
The Israelites means we don't celebrate Christmas, Halloween, Easter egg, or nothing with white people do.
But what do we celebrate?
We celebrate Passover or party.
Oh, we celebrate Passover party. Come on, what else? What you got?
Well, I heard that we do not celebrate Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Easter, or Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, or Father's Day. We celebrate the feast in the Most High.
Well, give him a hand. Yeah. Who else want to say something? What do black people celebrate? You don't know?
Come on, tell them.
Even you.
Okay, she just put her lips on it. Go, come on, Malak, come on.
We don't celebrate birthdays.
You don't celebrate what?
Birthday.
That's right. Give him a hand. Give Malak a hand. We don't celebrate birthdays. I heard that. Any other kids in here? Y'all gotta stop. Stop having kids, or is it mostly me? Anything else?
Yeah.
What we got?
Oh, yeah.
Nazar, give her a hand, huh? Where's Nazar? Nazar, wait. Come on, Nazar. To hell with Christmas! No way! That's what I'm talking about. And with that,
Salakia, quick correction. The next high holy feast is Purim, Salakia.
yeah, it is a
No, I was
problem.
excited for the Passover, but not just yet. We got Purim March 2nd and March 3rd.
We do not celebrate Christmas. We celebrate the Most High.
Damn right, we celebrate the Most High. One last one. This is the last one.
Well, I heard that we celebrate the feast. And we don't celebrate Christmas.
Oh, we don't celebrate Christmas, man. Hey, dude, I appreciate it.
Give a hand out to all the children. All the AI children. Throughout it.
All right, y'all go down. Y'all go play. Hey, go to attack all the women.
Go to the sisters. Go. Hey, man. Salakia.
Go. Hey, go that way.
Want to remind Akim and Akwathian to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, X, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, he's somewhere all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, one more.
Come on.
Come on, what you want to say?
We celebrate Chaanakah
That's right.
and the feast and the Passover.
That's right.
The white man is the devil. The white man is the devil.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
And with that, class dismissed. Oh, Salakia. Oh, I'm tripping. Salakia, hold up. Salakia, pardon me. That, men of Israel, Imagine, which means to stand. How could we, Salakia? This brother just, we about to salute out, but get his brother a hand clap real quick. Taught an excellent class. Salakia, brother. Men of Israel, Sar, turn to face the teacher. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amayim, Barak, Yahweh Shimei HaShem Barakatah,
Yahweh Shimei HaShem Barakatah,
Yad Matah, Sar, turn to face the sisters. Sisters, Amayim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amayim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatah Bar Shimei HaShem. Yad Matah. Class dismissed.
I don't know what the hell. Damn.
I don't be reading announcements, bro. Like, I'm not used to this shit. Oh, you got to clip it.